Hey guys, welcome back to the final analysis from the prelims, unless you really want another one. But this is going to be it for the prelims. Team Liquid versus IG Game 2. So in the last game we saw Liquid just get beaten down by Fryer Shalvin, something fierce. So now, looks like IG once again picked up the first pick, and they did the same opening.
Yeah, that Razor band. Well, it's different.
Yeah, because they don't get bat, and
Wait, no, they had
like,
first pick both games.
yeah. People can choose, if you choose a side, then the other team
Oh,
gets
okay.
the pick choice.
I guess it's choosing, not just alternates.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because
Uh,
that's how you see like Navi pick Radiant twice so they can do fun shenanigans in the Ancients.
yeah, and it looks like IG really prioritizes getting Chen because we know Liquid banded out before they first pick a Chen. I guess they're not scared of aggressive try lines, and Chen just gives them so much for their group up and push that they eventually always do. So
Do you think they're not scared of aggressive challenge because they don't think Liquid, or do they not respect Liquid's aggressive challenge?
hard to say. I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean
Answer.
it's
I don't
it's a
know.
lot. You'd have to like do that with a lot of scrims. Maybe they scrimmed against Liquid in Seattle because I know both teams have probably. Well, I don't know for sure if they've scrimmed, but I know teams have been scrimming in Seattle. So it's still difficult to say without prior knowledge. But I'm pretty sure IG have watched enough Liquid replays, and I'm sure Liquid have extensively studied IG. But Chen opening pick, so now they have a hero who can just group up and push, has a lot of healing potential, and Liquid go with the Weaver as well as the Rubik. So Weaver is just pretty much becoming core these days. He's obviously a strong hero if he gets to the farm, but if he doesn't get the farm, he does fall off quite a bit. Why do you think Liquid picked up Rubik here? Because usually when you see Rubik, he's in the second round of picks,
There's a
and
reason. Yeah, I don't see the reason for Rubik. I guess I just wanted him. Weaver, though, the Weaver Chen dynamic's kind of interesting. You can go either way. If Chen has a strong start and then they group up and push, Weaver can't stop that, and he hasn't got enough items to split push fast enough at that point because the whole team's just together. And if Weaver's going on a straggler, like someone on the side, Chen just heals him and sends him home. So Chen's good against Weaver in that regard. But if Chen doesn't get a great start and the Weaver has an okay start, you can just pick off Chen when he's farming or whatever really easily. So you can go either way.
so right now both teams are, obviously putting on the A game. So we're gonna pause in three, two, one on pause. 59, 4, 4, 1, etc., etc. So Liquid, they picked up Rubik. So right now it's really unclear what they're gonna do with their lanes. They could do defensive safe lane Weaver. They could put Rubik in the safe lane. Just to my Liquid, they want to aggressive challenge, but I mean, again, that's way too early to call. But now we know for sure IG. They're going to do some form of defensive dual lane with Chen in the jungle. So IG have pretty much
IG's
locked
turn
themselves
to
in.
pick.
Do you think that's a good option if you get in exchange for a Chen? It just depends, I guess, on the other
I mean, it
teams.
depends on your team. If IG thinks it's a good option, I bet it's a good option for them. Like, if it, these teams know what they're trading off, and if they value Chen that highly, I'm sure that they feel like they can win
IG's turn to
or not
ban.
lose the safe lane hard enough if they get aggressive tri lane down, and they don't really feel the need to be do shit. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, obviously IG knows what they're doing. I think they probably have enough faith in Farai that he can beat anybody on Liquid
10
mid.
seconds. 10
Farai
seconds
has
remaining.
not been performing as well,
well,
but
we know he can beat Bulba
5
mid.
seconds remaining.
I went
poor
there.
Bulba.
He gets the worst matchups. He got TA Invoker, and then he got Shadow Fiend Clockwork.
There's like nothing you can do in Shouting Clockwork.
IG.
No,
once
you
get-
just sit there and get like 2 creeps a minute, hopefully. Oh man.
Poor guy. I mean,
People
it's-
still give him shit for that, even though there was nothing he could have done. Oh well. So, okay. Nagaban.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, how much more can we go over this? It synergizes great with Weaver.
5
Those heroes are best
seconds
buddies,
remaining.
and Alk has armor problems. So,
Yeah, and you can send Naga Illusions to chip away at the Chen
Reserve
creeps. You can use
time.
Naga Illusions to split push.
she's pretty sick in aggressive tri-lanes too. Now that the nuke is 10 seconds instead of like 18 or 16 or whatever at the higher ranks.
And
So,
yeah, she beats Alchemist pretty hard in aggressive challenge, and they know Liquid, or probably will run Naga in aggressive challenge, since, I mean, Fluff was, I think, the first one who did it, like, in January or something. So, yeah, Naga Siren, obviously a smart choice. Liquid, they're not the Darkseer here, so I
mean,
guess they don't
it's a
want to face
pretty good group up and push lineup. When you don't really, when neither team has a mid and neither team has a plan for a mid, it makes more sense to ban out offlaners than mids right now, I think.
Yeah,
then
you
it
don't really know
makes
for
a lot of
sure
sense.
Turn to
what
ban.
team
I
will.
was, yeah. You don't know what they would do. Sorry for cutting you off. I'm in stream of conscious mode.
Yeah. I mean, we're just guessing. We don't know these teams' player minds. We're just trying to get the best analysis we can. Obviously, these teams are in the game. They obviously have some sort of strategy. But IG they're at the lifesteal once again, so
5
I guess they
seconds
just don't like the
remaining.
lifesteal versus Weaver matchup. And
Well, no, they would have
Reserve
Liquid
time.
would have both.
oh yeah, they
I
don't like
guess
the
you don't
lifesteal
like
versus
the
Alchemist.
Alchemist versus
Yeah,
Lakes.
the
Yeah, nobody
Alchemist
wants that.
and
Shadow Demon, he's a great Chen buddy.
Team
He's
Liquid's
great in a
turn to
when you have
pick.
2 people against 3 people. He's really good as the 2 people. So
so Liquid pick up the tree here. So now they have Tree Weaver,
IG's turn to
and now they seemingly have forced themselves into a defensive tri lane.
well, no, because you can have that as an offensive tri-lane.
But he's not very good.
IG's only got 2 people,
That's true.
so it's okay. It's okay to not be good.
But you won't have the easiest access into pulls, so you're really getting no levels from Tree.
The only major issue I see is can you kill Alchemist
10
in the span of a
10
lift?
seconds
And the answer is no. So I'm thinking it could be a Weaver
5
safe lane
seconds
again and an
remaining.
aggressive tri lane with someone who deals more damage with a stun or something. I don't think so.
I think Train's best in the safe lane where he can pull and get reliable
I absolutely
experience.
agree 100%. But
But
if you don't challenge a Chen tri lane, you're setting yourself up for disaster.
yeah, I mean, Tree Living Armor, like, once Chen creeps go to work, you can't protect your tower forever with that. And IG pick up the Dragon Knight, so they're saying, alright, you have no damage, we're going to make sure you have even less damage, because we're going to pick up the DK. And now,
Yeah, that's a smart pickup.
it's pretty clear that DK will be mid. So now Liquid, they don't have their mid just yet, so what do you think once OD and heroes like Razor have been removed from the pool? What do you do against a DK? Because DK seems to be very, very annoying for a lot of teams to deal with in the mid lane.
10
There's a
seconds
bunch of
remaining.
options you have for DK. He's not the be-all, end-all mid,
Yeah.
but everybody
5
who's
seconds
good
remaining.
against him, he's also good against in some way. Except
Yeah, he's
OD.
a very safe mid, I guess, because you can just bottle
Yeah,
for spam, and
he's-
you get
he's-
high armor and you can push if the other mid lives lane.
Even when he gets slammed by people like Quat Puck, he just gets 6 and then he turns on ult, and then the person dies when someone comes to gank. Slark. Here's the rationale.
IG's
Pause the
turn
fucking
to
game,
pick.
B-Bon.
Yep.
Because, okay, this is Slark, and this is my favorite hero. So,
You never play him anymore, though.
I played him 2 games today. Don't tell me what to do. So, here's the deal. Slark's really, really ludicrously good against people with high HP, or high armor, but not a lot of HP. Especially the high armor part, though. Because what happens is, you hit the late game, and you just sit on the people, and you hit them over and over. Like, these tanky melee carries, like Dragon Knight and Alchemist, you just hit them, and eventually you get like plus 80, plus 90 agi, and you're unstoppable. So, in late game, he really loves to just sit on people and slow them with an SNY or Orb of Venom or something like that, and get up a gazillion armor. And they
Does-
don't have enough damage to straight up kill him.
Does
or-
Essence Shift work through BKB?
You know, I actually don't know, and wow, I can't believe I don't know that, but I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I was about to say I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
But he just rails on these people, and then he gets damaged, and they can't stop him because they kind of exist by being tanky. So I think it makes sense, but here are the issues I see with that. IG doesn't have that many. Like, he'll be able to dispel all the stuns probably. There's a pretty solid chance, and that's good and all. But IG's lanes it's going to be a Slark mid, almost certainly. Maybe that's a safe lane, and then you get a Bobo hero like Clockwork or something. I don't know. That's a whole lot of.
How do you
disable.
counter push against IG with Team Liquid's lineup?
And okay, I was trying to find words for this. The issue is when IG's all clumped up and on a tower, and they got the mech and the Chen heal. Slark's pretty awful against Chen because with the amount of healing that he throws down, you just kind of wait for his stuff to be off cooldown, like his debuff and stuff, and you got wards down. Like when you're pushing a tower, you're in one area, and you get the sentry ward down, and he's forced to engage you on that area. So with enough stuns with Alk and DK, late game he'll be able to purge stuff, but right now, like if they're pushing tower, I don't know.
Do you think this is just DK is probably going to mid, so we'll try to beat him mid? It's just Liquid
Yes,
trying to win
Slark
the
doesn't
lanes.
do great against DK mid. You can't kill him, and I think DK outfarms you because of the fire breath.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of have to make a choice with Sark, right? You usually do max Death Pact or you max.
No,
I
you
know.
max sleep. You just do it.
But if DK max Fire Breath, then always have rune control.
You max sleep. You just do it because the cooldown is so important that it gets to like 7 seconds. I think you can't max death pack. You just can't do it. 2 ranks works, but then you sacrifice because then you like it's enough to push. But then you sacrifice the hit where you steal the whatever it is because then you also have to max sleep by 7. So
Alright, so we're gonna unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. So I guess this is just Liquid saying, alright, we know
this
what
is
IG.
Liquid being Liquid.
Yeah, they're going with what they know and what they think will win them the game, but I don't know if it necessarily matches up too well against IG at the moment.
Well,
But they do have Tree Slark and they have Tree Weaver.
Tree Sark's pretty dirty. So is Tree Weaver. The issue that I'm thinking is, do IG know how to play against Slark? I remember Twan said a long time ago before Slark was played, he's like, yo, Slark, that hero's got potential. And then people started playing it, most notably Liquid. But do they know how to beat a Slark? I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. You just put your team as a group and you move them together and you push towers down together. You never split up.
So IG picked up Timbersaw here, and this is definitely going to be an offlane Timbersaw.
That guy's gonna wreck. Weaver can't do anything to that hero.
Yeah.
No one on Liquid can do anything. Slark can't hit Timbersaw because of his passive. Weaver can't hit him because he does the 2 attacks. It's not like a big attack, so the armor is really good. It kicks up more. They can't push him out of lane. Like those 3 heroes cannot push Timbersaw out of lane, and that's a problem. They got Timbersaw problem. Like, oh man, IG is too tanky. Liquid hasn't got enough damage. Look at that. Alk, Dragonite, and Timbersaw all have so much armor because I'm assuming Alk's going to get an armor item up pretty fast. Chen saves everybody. He heals them. Oh no, this is bad.
So Liquid bear the Lesh here, so obviously they fear some form of Chen Lesh push with the defensive tri-lane. So this seems to indicate that Liquid are not going to aggressive tri-lane?
Doesn't
know.
indicate anything.
Yeah, they just don't like playing against Lesh. Well,
The Leshark's really solid with it.
yeah, with Chen just pushing up in general. You don't have to be an aggressive tri-lane or defensive tri-lane. And IG bear out the Beastmaster. What?
I don't understand. Hold up, because
I guess
Beastmaster doesn't add damage, and that's where their deficiency lies. I guess they're scared of.
Roar
what, I
against
honestly can't figure
DK. I don't know. Map control against Slark and Weaver.
10 seconds. 10
I don't know.
seconds remaining.
I guess it's.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Like I wish I could figure it out. Like everything I have just sounds stupid and wrong.
IG's turn to pick.
Because the attack speed. I don't know.
Like, we'll just go with the common sense. Alright, Roy does do good against DK. We're just gonna do that. I mean,
And it's probably a defensive tri-lane now with Windrunner offlane. That's probably a Bulba Windrunner.
but I mean, yeah, that pretty much means Alk will get free farm, and if Alk is in the safe lane, and IG, they still need one more support that can, help out their safe laner, because Chen will be in the jungle.
5
So,
seconds remaining.
I don't know what support would necessarily be too great here.
Reserve time.
I don't know.
Blanking.
I get a twin-head dragon just so that they can't kill him. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about disabling Slark if your team is. A lot of times you got to worry about disabling Slark.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
in this case, they don't necessarily have to because Slark has to fight them.
seconds remaining.
And when he has to fight you, like he has to come to you, then who cares if you have a disable from him? You just right-click him and deal damage. So
So, IG picked up.
they're not worried about disabling him. They're just going to kill him.
When was the last time you saw a last pick Visage?
Yeah, that hero goes so early.
So, right now, just judging from that, do you think IG have, some sort of advantage? But let's take a look at the lanes, because I watched this game.
Is this an aggressive Windrunner tri-lane?
Not only that, IG put
'Cause I was expecting that. Yeah.
IG put Alk against Slark mid.
Huh.
No, but it makes a lot of sense, because you spam Acid Spray, and Ferrari's watching Fast Bottle. And Slark
Yeah, well, I was thinking of that, but is it... I'd legitimately rather have... Oh, no, you know what it is? It's not for Slark, it's to put DK in the safe lane, so that, he doesn't like he can't get killed because look at how much click they have. They have a lot of right click like with Windrunner and stuff, but the armor's high enough that it doesn't matter. That's why they did it. It's not to defeat the Slark. It's to protect the Alchemist.
Well, I mean, if Alchemist just spams Acid Spray, there's not much Slark can do either. Because
No, that's my point. Like, it's not that they're doing it to defeat the Slark. It's that they're doing it to protect the Alch because he would have Trouble Bot, but DK doesn't have Trouble Bot.
so why do you think Liquid end up running the offensive trying with a tree, a Windrunner, and a Rubik? I guess to shut down potential Alch that they thought would be in the bottom lane.
I mean,
Obviously,
everything indicates that Alch is in bot lane, but it's smart that IG didn't put him there. And then Weaver's got problems top. Kruk can't get anything done mid. And Trilane won't get anything done either. No lane accomplishes its goal. The Slark goal is to get him up to a fast start and dominate the map, not like an okay start. The Weaver goal is to slam his lane, and then the aggressive Trilane goal is to get a couple kills. I'm guessing none of these goals were achieved.
And not only that, but once they group up and push, even if Liquid get off to like a good start, they'd have to get to a fantastic start. Because once IG group up and push, there's really not much Liquid can do about it.
Yeah, with slippery ninja heroes, like it's those low HP, high mobility, high damage heroes, like Weaver, Slark, Quap, TA, stuff like that. Don't try to fight them in skirmishes. The best way to fight those heroes is by forcing them to fight you by taking their towers, and then they can't run away. It's like if they run away, you laugh at them and you take their tower. Like you're forcing them to stand their ground and fight you. And standing your ground to fight an Alchemist and a DK and a Visage doesn't work so well. And a Timbersaw for that matter. That was a sick pickup.
Yeah, and just one last point is that I think Liquid continue to run Tree on the bottom lane despite, at this point you should probably switch Tree into the top lane and just let Windrunner, handle herself with Rubik help. Because Visage and DK, I don't think can necessarily
Visage and
initiate on
DK can't kill the Windrunner.
Yeah, they can't initiate on her.
But the issue is, okay, here's where this draft went wrong, and it was really clever of IG to take advantage of it. The Rubik and Tramp don't deal any damage, and they picked those up as their 2-3 heroes. And then IG was like, okay, we tank up. Look at all of their heroes. They're all so hard to kill. That's the issue.
So Liquid lost every single lane, and IX Mike was like level 3 for a very long time, and IG rolled Liquid, and Liquid got sent to the losers bracket. So it was just draft problems in both games, you think?
Yeah, it was all those issues. I don't know.
Well, draft and lane problems.
Well, the drafts caused the lane problems,
That's
right?
true, that's true. Because if Liquid, said Alchemist is bottom, then alright, we can do a bit better. But then they'd start to face Timbersaw.
But when you pick that flexible, like heroes that are capable of doing that, that's still in the draft. It's just in, like, you know, like, that you can respond to something that they make, or some decision that they make, and just switch things up. And that's like a draft thing, I think, in my mind. I don't know.
Well, Liquid got wrecked this game. It was 20-3 the final score, and Liquid got sent to the lower bracket. So I don't know, Liquid. They're playing MUFC in the first round, which is obviously the best team in the tournament, and they're gonna go 18-0.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
you can't obviously can't underestimate any team in TI3 and Liquid. I mean, their drafts have been strong enough that they can say, all right,
Right.
MUFC is an easy win.
Right now, Ballin, my Dota name is I believe in MUFC, hashtag win one game. So, if they're playing Liquid, I'm going to say I don't believe in them. Go Liquid, America.
But yeah, Liquid have to figure out the draft because
They
they
got
obviously
shit. This was bad.
they obviously have a lot of talent, but the draft they just I don't know. It's
Well, they
just,
beat MUFC, and then they got to.
they
I'm
gotta
thinking
face.
optimistically here. Who do they have next?
They have to face Alliance, IG, Fnatic, Navi, DK, Tongfu, or Orange.
Well, I was more worried about the next immediate game.
No, that's after MUFC.
I know, but there's a only two possible teams that they could face, and I forget who it is.
Oh.
I think it's Orange. I think.
Yeah,
if they-
I think it is Orange.
if everything goes
if Alliance
according to
wins,
how
or
yeah.
no, not Alliance wins, Navi wins.
Oh well, USA.
Let's go, guys. But anyway, that's gonna be it If you want more prelim draft analysis, or if you want playoff bracket analysis, let us know. But that's going to be it for the prelims. Might do some other stuff with TI3 by myself. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.